We've got some glorious news today, boys. We have glorious news, and I cannot express my zero sympathies for the people at Kotaku. Zero, none whatsoever. The people who deemed us worthy of getting articles about playing Animal Crossing with marital aids, which was quite literally AIDS in itself, is starting to shut down multiple divisions of Kotaku. I absolutely love to see it. There are a ton of air quotes journalists in the gaming sphere who don't write about games, who instead write about e-thoughts and how great e-thoughts are and how it's terrible that all these weirdo right-wing supporters are the scourge of the earth. And nobody wants to subscribe to that when you want to talk about video games or when you want to read about video games. They want to know about video games, which Kotaku has openly stated before in a video I covered. They don't want to talk about video games. They want to talk about politics. And their website has minimal traffic at best, to the point where they were making so few dollars. They got bought out by larger companies and are now just getting shut down. Which is absolutely fantastic. And like the good weirdo she is, Alyssa Mercante is seething and raging and coping and going through all the stages of depression, and it's great to watch online. So let's see what's happening in the gaming journalist sphere. Vice, Kotaku, and Refinery 29 no longer published in Australia after the Pedestrian Group announces restructure. Yeah, I love that restructure word. Congratulations, you're fired. So what's actually going on? Vice, Gizmodo, Refinery 29, Kotaku, and Lifehacker will no longer publish in Australia, with dozens of jobs to be cut as the Pedestrian Group undergoes restructuring and cost cutting, which is short for saying you guys offered nothing of value, you're useless, and you don't deserve a job here. The company, which is owned by 9 licenses the brands to republish in Australia, as well as producing their own local content under the same banner. Pedestrian took to control of the long-standing publications, blah, 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 in 2019. Staff were informed on Monday in an email from the CEO of the Pedestrian Group, Matt Rowley, that despite Pedestrian Group being a highly successful business, the company had decided to end its use of brand licenses and focused on wholly owned brands. I love it. I love it. Hey, we're doing well. You're not, so you're all fired. God, I love capitalism sometimes. What you're all actually here for isn't just the coverage of Kotaku starting its process of shutting down. We saw the UK version of Kotaku, or UK section of Kotaku, get shut down already. Now it's Australia. So now we gotta focus in on the main one, guys. We got to get the US version of Kotaku shut down. Shut it down. But why you're here is to see Alyssa Mercante absolutely lose her mind on the internet. And it has been a glorious meltdown. Absolutely fantastic. I am so happy about this. Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante lashes out after Kotaku Australia shuts down. Yeah, how's that, smug Luke? We offered to fight you when you blocked us all. And now your companies are shutting down. The companies you work for are going out of business. Oh, that was a glorious Frost moment. It's coming true. I love it. All right, so we got some more info from the CEO, so let's get into that before we look at her tweets. All right, he says, given the factors, we've made tough decisions to focus on wholly owned pedestrian brands where we could control the strategy, the content, and the product, and the sales and the outcome, the entire business. This means that we will transition out of current brand licenses, which will reposition our business for the future. So what does that mean? It means yeah, you guys suck. You don't make money. You don't get views. You don't sell anything. It's time to shut you down. This will have an impact on the roles within the group, and I appreciate the uncertainty this change creates. So we will be in contact immediately with those people. Where possible, we will look for opportunities for redeployment and will continue to work with everyone over the coming days to support this difficult transition. Well, nobody's come forward and said they're staying with the company, so they're all gone. So Kotaku Australia manager editor David Smith confirmed the site was shutting down. He wrote on Twitter. He goes on to say, folks, I have some sad news to share today. Today, the story of Kotaku Australia comes to a sad and abrupt end. It's been one of the greatest joys of my life to wake up every day and run a site that I love with all my heart. You don't have one. If your greatest joy is Kotaku, literally anytime negative news comes out about Kotaku, the entire internet celebrates except for Kotaku. Nobody likes Kotaku anymore. It is a shell of its former self. It is an empty husk of decaying rot that nobody likes. And here we go. Here we go. To all my comrades at the pedestrian group, I love you. I have never worked with better or more talented souls in my life. You've never worked with a talented person in your life. That's what that means. To the readers, thank you for showing up every single day, even the wingers in the comments. Dude, I've seen your comment section. I've covered it on videos. They're empty. Nobody goes to your site. That's why you're shut down. But of course, like the good failed ethot Alyssa Mercante is, she has to take to Twitter to complain about it. How they should just waste money. It's not about making money, it's about sending the message. So here we go. Sending solidarity and love to an amazing writer at Kotaku AU and all the other sites affected. Couldn't even name them. Couldn't even name them. You are all stars and deserve better. Capitalism is cruel. Your work remains always. No, it doesn't. They're going to shut those servers down. I'm sure they'll be backed up on like archive.org or something like that. But your articles are gone. All that air quotes work you did disappeared. Poof. The internet and the rats infesting it are even crueler. But a reminder, cheering for good people losing their jobs while men get rich off their labor is morally bankrupt. Well, they weren't getting rich off your labor. That's why they fired you. You failed to make money. And by the way, I hate that I even have to say this, but let's stop the reactionary ride before it gains speed. We're not affiliated with Kotaku AU. Oh shit, she just disowned entire Kotaku AU. We don't share anything except for a love of games and good reporting. But that's not true because there's an entire editorial change where your chief editor quit because you guys were quit covering games. Holy shit, that last one kills me. She completely throws Kotaku Australia under the buses. Well, we're not affiliated with them. Holy shit. Oh, that's that's your reactionaries for you. Well, they're shut down. Well, we're not affiliated with them. We don't do the same things they do. Don't fire us next. I love it. Uh, I this could not happen to a better company. I'm glad to see Kotaku dying. I'm glad to see Alyssa Mercante have her meltdowns on Twitter. And boy, they are spicy on Twitter. She is seething. Absolutely seething. But I love to see it. Kotaku is dying. More and more of its places are getting shut down. Their views are in the drain. But maybe, that's what happens when you try to inject politics into video games. When instead of writing about video games, you write about playing Animal Crossing with butt plugs. You pandered to the most disingenuous, disgusting, worthless crowd. But that's probably why nobody went to your site. But I get you're a low IQ individual who can't seem to figure that out. So, guys, I want to hear all the cheers in the comment section. I want to hear everybody laughing at Kotaku. I want to hear how absolutely amazing it is that Kotaku is dying. But leave that in the comment section. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.